I found out the truth about my childhood in a place I never expected. My mother's old voicemail box, and I swear, I wish I never pressed play. My mom died 6 months ago. Car accident. Sudden. No warning, no goodbye, just a phone call that split my life into before and after. People always talk about grief like it's loud, like screaming and crying, but mine was quiet. It was sitting in her empty house, folding clothes that still smelled like her, pretending if I moved slow enough, nothing had really changed. I was her only child. At least, that's what I believed for 27 years. My dad left when I was 5. No birthday calls, no child support, nothing. Just gone. Like he erased himself. Growing up, my mom never said a bad word about him. She'd just say he wasn't ready to be a father, and I believed that too. I built a whole story around that he was selfish, that he didn't care, that I wasn't worth staying for. You tell yourself those things long enough, they start to feel like facts. After her funeral, I stayed at her house to sort through everything. Closets, drawers, old photo albums, pieces of a life I thought I understood. That's when I found her old phone. It was dead, obviously. But something in me? I don't know. I charged it. Maybe I was looking for comfort. Maybe I just wasn't ready to let her voice disappear. When it turned on, there were dozens of old voicemails. Most of them were normal. Friends, work, random stuff. And then there was one labeled, "Don't listen." Of course, I did. It was from a number I didn't recognize. I almost skipped it, but something fell off, so I pressed play. There was silence at first, then a man's voice, soft, careful, like he didn't know if he was allowed to speak. He said her name, and then he said mine. My stomach dropped. He said, "I don't know if she'll ever let me see you, but you deserve to know I tried." I froze. He kept talking. He said he went to court. He said he showed up to every hearing. He said he begged for shared custody, but my mom told the judge he was dangerous, unstable. He said it wasn't true. He said he never stopped fighting until he ran out of money, until the system stopped listening. Then his voice cracked, and he said, "I hope one day she tells you the truth, that I didn't leave you." I was pushed out. The voicemail ended. I sat there on the floor, staring at that phone like it had just rewritten my entire life, because it had. Everything I believed about my father wasn't real. He didn't abandon me. He lost me. And my mom, the person I trusted more than anyone, she made sure I never knew. I didn't sleep that night. I just kept replaying it over and over, trying to find a reason, an explanation, something that made it hurt less, but there wasn't one. The next morning, I called the number. My hands were shaking so bad I almost dropped the phone. It rang twice, then he picked up. I didn't know what to say. How do you even start that conversation? So I just said, "Hi, I think I'm your daughter." There was silence. Then I heard him breathe in, sharp, like the air had been knocked out of him. He didn't question it. He didn't ask for proof. He just said my name, like he'd been holding on to it for years. We talked for hours. He told me everything, showed me old documents, court papers, photos of me I didn't even know existed. He had a whole life with pieces of me in it, and I had nothing, no memories, no connection, just a story that wasn't mine. We met in person a week later. I expected it to feel awkward, forced, like meeting a stranger, but it didn't. It felt like something I was supposed to have my whole life, finally finding its way back to me. And that's the part I don't know how to process, because I loved my mom, I still do. But now every memory feels complicated. Every story she told me feels edited, and I don't know how to hold both truths at the same time, that she was my whole world, and that she kept half of it from me. I'm still figuring out what comes next, with him, with myself. All I know is the person I thought abandoned me never actually left, and the truth, it didn't set me free. It just gave me a different kind of heartbreak.